Snipers, you have to see what's happening in the Bitcoin price right now. As exactly as we predicted yesterday, we had a pump back above 30,000 US dollars. So let's talk about what to expect next. Because check this out, snipers. On-chain analytics showing over the last 24 hours over $300 million worth of Bitcoin leaving exchanges. And that's after having over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin leave exchanges last week. And what's super interesting about all of this, I'm going to recap a little bit of what I talked about in yesterday's video. I actually posted this in our Discord group. For those not in the Discord, link is in the description below. But I was very clear that I believe that yesterday's dump was just a shakeout before more upside. And I also said specifically that since it's happening right before the day of the bill, then nothing outside of Bitcoin is showing any reason to continue further down. That this is potentially just a shakeout. And even the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart is holding strong. If this was a bearish move, then Bitcoin dominance would be moving up, but it wasn't yesterday. It was actually moving down. I'm looking for longs. We are still inside of our long position for those in our Discord group. And why was I so confident on the fact that Bitcoin was not going to see continued downside yesterday? Well, it was because of the four-dimensional revolving part, snipers. I've always said they are extremely important. If there's nothing to be concerned about in equity markets, then what's there to be concerned about in Bitcoin? And Bitcoin has always outperformed equity markets in the long term. And so I'm very confident when equity markets are doing fine and Bitcoin sees something abnormal. It was during the Asian session yesterday that we saw that dump. It didn't look like things were falling apart. We were just maintaining our market structure, forming higher lows. And what was very interesting was I also posted the order books yesterday, and it was very clear there were no sellers above 30,000 US dollars, which justifies why we were able to come up above 31,000 US dollars. UNFI, an altcoin, actually forming new all-time highs against its Bitcoin pairing, almost forming new all-time highs against its US dollar pairing. That's not something you see too often in a bear market. And here's how the current order books look. There's obviously some sell pressure now to get us above this monthly open at 31,700. It doesn't look like it's going to be an easy route for Bitcoin. And it also looks like that we've actually lost some buyers around the $30,000 level that we could potentially see Bitcoin come and test 29,750 once again. But now we're starting to see buyers come in around 29,500, which is above the prices that we fell to yesterday. So that's a very positive sign. Let's dive into the charts. There wasn't much to talk about because I want to be very clear. The S&P 500 this week has done nothing. If we look at our previous week's candle, we have maintained price action within this range. Now, is this a bad thing? Not whatsoever, because we had this upside move. This is actually a bullish flag that's forming here for the S&P 500. And we had a very bullish daily close that could justify sooner or later, we could be seeing this continue to the upside, and that would allow Bitcoin to swiftly move to the upside as well. And the DXY doing the complete opposite, forming a bearish flag right now after a downside move from forming 20-year highs. This to me says that the DXY is ready to come down further to test its 20-week moving average. Once this move happens, that could be another big push up for Bitcoin. And so it looks good. The revolving parts are nothing to be concerned about. And when we look at Bitcoin, let's talk about this weekly candle that was extremely bullish last week, a potential bullish reversal candle on the macro. Now look at our daily candle today. We got this very nice wick on this daily candle because of that downside move that we saw early in the open yesterday, and that being bought right up. Now we're starting to see Bitcoin head back towards this major resistance at the monthly open at 31,700. Once again, if we can get hourly and 4-hour candle confirmations above 31,700, the likelihood that we're ready to test 34,788 comes on the table, and that's going to be the make it or break it for Bitcoin. 34,788. It's very important. But even if we just get above the monthly open, guess what? We're breaking this major bearish market structural resistance that could even justify that a breakout above 33,000 could take Bitcoin to 40,000 to at least test its 200-day moving average, because we haven't seen this bear market relief rally yet to the 200-day moving average. And so I'm still expecting that for Bitcoin. Ethereum holding back above 1760. I'm telling you guys, this is a very important level. Just below 1760 is no man's land. We're not expecting Ethereum to come and test 1440 whatsoever. I don't think this is on the table forever at this point, because this is a previous all-time high from a 2018 cycle. It looks like we could have a bottom for the Ethereum chart. The Ethereum to Bitcoin chart needs to come up and test 65,000 Satoshi sooner than later, but I'm fine that it's selling off right now, because at least Bitcoin isn't selling off in reaction to the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart selling off. So maybe we come to 53,500 and we start to have a little bit of a sideways market structure here between 65,000 Satoshis and 53,500. So nothing crazy going on there. I wouldn't say there's much else to talk about. And the point is, we predicted this move on the dot. It was really important to watch our video yesterday. That's why you want to stay tuned to the Snipers channel. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support these 4-dimensional updates. And I hope you're having an amazing week. It's only Tuesday. We have a lot left for the week. Very exciting to see, after the Asian session and the dump, Bitcoin recovered exactly as we predicted. And it's quite tough for me to put out a video as soon as we dump like that, because the likelihood that we come down further is extremely high. And so I was very confident and bold yesterday with my prediction based on the revolving parts, because that's what we lean on here on the Snipers channel. That's what's unique about our channel. And until next time, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Snipers.